It should be coming on now. Should be. Let me go over here and see that. It says excellent stream. Well, that works. People probably can hear us now. Rick's on the line with me. I don't think they can hear you, Rick. They're because it's not going through all the way. Okay. Yeah, because you'll sometimes, yeah, it feeds back, you know, on it. So, hey, can everybody hear me out there? I mean, I just got on. Rick's online with us because we're going to be flying in Rick's country this morning and see how it goes. So if everybody hears me, just give me a thumbs up or a hi or say I hear you fine. So there's Jeff B. Hello, Jeff. How's Jeff doing this morning? And Timmy Ray's on. So glad to have you. And Carol Walters is on. And Lorna's on. And hey, guys, we're good to see you Saturday morning. I've been chatting with Rick here because this is Rick's, what is that, Sudbury, isn't that right, Rick? Yeah. So you can hear me okay? Yeah. You probably won't hear Rick because unfortunately it's on the phone and I don't have no way to tap the phone into the stream. So and we're using OBS on it. So it's a little different like StreamYard and that. I do that to you know, show these games and that on. So there, Rick knows today. Yeah, Sue's not here today. So it's me and Rick's on the phone with me. So we're hanging out there because he's going to give us a tour. There's Phil Leo. And so I'm going to try to keep up with all the chats. If I happen to miss one, it's because it's hard to fly and read chats. And so I'll do my best because I hate to miss chats, you know. Hi, Rick, can't hear you. No, you won't be able to hear Rick because I said, again, he's on the phone. And if I had a way to tap the phone into the live stream, I would do that, but it won't work that way. So anyways, yeah, Rick can read it for you. I can try something here real quick. I don't know if this would work. I don't even know how to go. I don't know how to make the screen on my phone go live, but usually video call. Yeah, see, I don't even see how to make it live on my screen. So I don't think I can do that. I was going to try to just put him live on it. Maybe you would hear him, but I don't know how. This is a new thing. I've never done this before, you know. So it's cool. Jeff's on here and Carol's on here, Lorna. So we're at Sunbury. Is it Sunbury or Sudbury, Rick? Sunbury. Okay, this is Sunbury, Pennsylvania. That's kind of what, in the middle of the state? Central, okay. So it's about the central part of the country and that. So how many minutes are we on here? I try to give it like 5 minutes early and then give people a chance to get in here and check it out. Let's see if I can make my thing. There's my plane. We're sitting there and same plane we had last week. Yeah, she's over as always, you know. She's always running and visiting, and so that as normal, you know. So shall we go ahead and take off? What do you think, Rick? Should we take off? Huh. Well, I tested this one the other day, so this may be the second time I take off on the grass field. But let's release the brakes. It did that, and let's give it some throttle here, and just see if we can get it. Well, you'll get. If you look at the end of the runway, there's a delay, so you won't see it as quick as I'm seeing it. It'll say Sunbury at the end of the runway, and there's like a little white lettering in the sky. And it'll kind of tell where some of the points is. They don't tell where all the cities and everything is on it. So if I get some airspeed here, we'll get ready to take off. I got full throttle, and we're going down the road. Yeah, she's in Florida. At least she didn't go that far. You can't pin her down, you know. I'm stalling out. I don't know if you can hear the sounds from the plane. I'm going to stall. No, oh no. Let's retake that. Oh, she's here. Hello, Sue. Okay. All right. I had a bad takeoff there, guys. I had a bad takeoff. Let's try this again. I stalled it. I was paying attention to chats and stuff. And when I do that, I take my hands off the controls and then I mess up. So it's hard to do everything all by yourself all at once. Let's see if we can get in the air now. Let's try this one. Yeah, I wish I could, but I just don't. I don't see it. I did try that. It doesn't show up on my phone. You know, it just doesn't show up on my phone. All right, Rick, are you familiar with the airport here at Sunbury? On the island? Okay. So there's a Sunbury Island, and now we're on a river. Now I'm probably heading to the, I guess, east right now. Should we go that direction? The Susquehanna River. Okay. Rick says it's a Susquehanna River. Let's get just a little higher here. We're up about 600. Let's get up around maybe closer to 1,000 feet. So we don't, I distract myself and then I crash. Leo says, I'm waiting for epineutical. I can't say those words. Pop Ray do the high-tech robo-litter. Oh, the robo-litter box. Okay. Yeah, we did a video on it. It came out yesterday, the video. And it seems to work pretty good. I don't use it. Brittany uses that. But it separates the poop and pee and puts them down below. And I don't smell no smells in her room. So, you know, Sue will tell you more about that, you know. So, Rick, should we head up the river or should I turn around and go the other way? Okay. So let's go around right below us. Looks like a bunch of buildings.
Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra is type Robin DR 42 miles northeast of 71 November.
Golden Anniversary says, is there room, a plane, or a new litter box? Well, there's a new litter box in Brittany's room. Yeah, good morning, Bob.
Squawk 2733.
That's Steve. That's Steve. Golden Steve. When you ask me something, you know, as old as I am, I forget names of people who I know. I can't remember their names. It's being old. Moondog Boomer says just because he drives a truck, he thinks he can fly an airplane. Well, I believe I can there, so I've flown airplanes in the past, real ones as well as RC ones and this one. The whole thing, you got to pay attention. Sometimes on here, like I'm looking off at the chat or something, and I don't pay as much attention to my flying as I should. And so I try to do that. I hope it's warm in your area. It's been cold as hell in Florida. I mean, we were in the 50s, and that's just not right. Yeah, it's just not right, you know. It don't go... Yeah, for up north, yeah. But Florida, we should be around 75 or 80. Oh, no. We hardly ever turn the heat on. There's William. Good morning, William. How's William done? The King, where is Sue? She's online here, you know. She's not here at the house. She's over at her sister's, as always. Boondocking Boomer says, hi, Sue, on my way to Florida. I'll be in Jacksonville next weekend. Oh, cool. Good place to be. Brody, freezing here. Brody's cold. Brody's cold. 25. And Lorna says, hi, Bree. Hi, William. So anyways, here's a split right here, Rick. Should we stay to the left or right of this split? Okay. That's what it says. Yeah. It's coming up. Let me go if I can see a little closer. There's another town coming up. See, I can't read them so good. It's a valley. Penn Valley. I see a Penn Valley coming up. Yeah, Florida's been too cold. I haven't been able to ride the e-bike. It's been miserable. And then there's another one coming up here. Now there's an airport, looks like off to my left, what it looks like. The Golden Anniversary. This one's called, to get a little closer, I can read it. See, my eyes are getting bad. I can't read things like I wish I could. Hey, Lorna and Bree and Phil, Doggy Phil. See, I can't even read that yet. I see a couple mountains in the foreground. Kenny King says, I see an airplane on the left. On the left? Okay. Binks likes the litter box. He goes fifth and he spins it around and dumps the litter in the bottom of the box. When I get cold, you got to put on tons of clothes. You do. I have sweats on right now, and it's Winford. You know where Winford is, Rick? Winfield, okay. So it's wind filled. Okay, I'll do that. To Lewisburg, heading that direction there. Well, thanks for Rick for giving us the tour around this area, because he knows it because he lives here. And I've been around, but I don't really know the area. I've been to, are you close to Gettysburg? Oh, so it's a little ways there to Gettysburg then. So it's not just right. I see the river coming up here on my left. Cooking Rick, hi William, we're on the phone with Bob. Yeah. We just talked about this, and I thought about not even doing a chat this week, and Rick encouraged me to do the chat, and he said, well, I don't know much about your area, and I'll need you to kind of direct me, because I don't know where I'm going. Yeah. But I don't know how long I've been to Saturday morning chat. We've been doing chats now for, I looked the other day, was it 7 or 8 years, something like that. We've been doing chats quite a while. Hi, Brother Williams. Carol? Yeah, we've been doing it for quite a while. And our Monday has been the longest one, but this one, I don't know how long I've been doing the Saturday morning, what do you call it, gaming chats, because I do the planes, and I do, now I've got trucks and farming, so. I think it was just gaming when I first started. There's Sonia. I think you're probably right, and I like to experiment around. I thought, well, let's see if we can stream the game, and this airplane one really seems like it streams pretty nice. It's very clear and realistic. TGIF says, good morning, cutie. Sonia. Yeah, the graphics is really, really good. I just got an Xbox here. When Brittany got here, she had an older one, and we was monkeying with it, and I said, well, let's get a better one. So I bought the better one, and I've been farming on the Xbox. The controls are so much different, but there's a place called Hummel's Wharf. You know where that's at, Rick? Oh, really? So let me take a little low by, because this is where Rick's working. That's awesome. William says, tell Bob to get a cheesesteak. There you go. The cheesesteak would work. Yeah, that's in that part of the area where they have cheesesteaks. And there's one here in Orange City, a cheesesteak place that's really a good cheesesteak. The moderator says, moderator, I texted Robert last night and let him know. I don't know what we're letting him know, but we're going to let Robert know. So Leo said, behind the humble figurine factory. This stupid heart at the bottom of this screen drives me nuts. Oh, did I go over Lowell's? Let's go back around to Lowell's. And I see Penn Valley, it says. Let's just make a circle and go back over to Lowell's. A little south there. That must be it coming right up here. Get yourself straightened back out. There you go. Probably right about here's Lowell's. Okay, so that's not Lowell's. There's on the left. No, I don't think that doesn't look like it rolls there. Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe we missed Lowell's. So do you remember when Bob made a left turn? Yeah, I did that, Timmy. Every once in a while I mess up. See how this thing, when I make a turn, sometimes it wants to wobble the tail, the rudder. I was having a little rudder trouble with it last week. Well, the sun did come out. Yesterday was really cloudy. For Florida, this has been the cloudiest fall I can remember. It's terrible. Yeah, Lorna, that's the Susquehanna River over there. See, Rick's talking in my right ear, and it takes me a second to hear him, you know. Okay. And so do they fish and stuff a lot in that river? You never fish in there? We have a river, and I have fished there, but that's not something I do a lot. There, what right below us is that? I don't know what building that was. That could have been a Lowell. But somewhere in this area is where Rick works. RV Living Life. Hey kids, I like RV Living. They're not exactly up to date, but they're pretty close. You know, because I've looked at some areas that things are a little different. Like Daytona Speedway shows stands on the back straightaway, and that's no longer there. It's been a few years since that's been there, so they're a little bit older. Golden says, I heard the fish on the Susquehanna glow in the dark. Oh wow, do they do that, Rick? Oh yeah, yeah, I bet they do. And he says, hello Steve, hi Gary. Here's Selinsgrove. Now, I was more familiar in Selinsgrove. In fact, is that the speedway right there? Let me circle around it. There's a Selins. Okay. That looks like a football stadium. And okay, so even Holly works over this area. There's a looks like a track right there, or is that just a street? That's a street. I used to go to a lot of sprint car races. I'm very familiar with Selinsgrove Speedway. The Pennsylvania Posse is what they called them. They all came out and they were good racers. They travel around and they come over to Ohio a lot. They used to, in Indiana. Bob, meet me at the Speedway. Here you go, Ron. We can meet you at the Speedway. Oh, I know. They've got the Turkey Run right now. It's still Speedway. That's a lot of walking. Too much walking for me. If you've ever walked around Daytona Speedway, oh my gosh, it's long. Oh, this looks like a dirt track coming up here. It's really long ways around there. Football place with a lawnmower race. Yeah. I think this is Selinsgrove Speedway. We're going over it right now. Yep. And that's the high school. Lots of Amish, good people. Yeah, I know a lot of Amish. Grew up around them. So that's probably just now showing you right now, Rick, the what I think was Selinsgrove Speedway. It looked like a dirt race track. I'm familiar with that place. I hope maybe it's warm enough. I'm getting a little warm, but I don't know why I always get hot during the chat. I always sit here and go, man, I got hot. Is it because I'm wearing clothes? Brad says, I rented scooters. Oh, cool. That's the way to do it. Go around that speedway for the turkey run. There's like, you'll see any kind of car you can imagine over there this weekend. I believe it started on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, and it probably goes through tomorrow. They do that every year. They do one, I think, in the spring, too. They do a big car show at the Speedway. Because you are thinking about Playlinda. Isn't there a Playlinda bar down your way there? Steve, isn't that there's a brewery down that way, and I think it's called Playlinda there at Titusville. Trailer Park Traveling, happy Saturday, Dogs. Good morning, Trailer Traveling. RG, I'm not, says Sonia. Yeah, scooter's a great idea. There's the Speedway again. Let's see if we can get a little lower, do a low pass. A lot of outlaw sprint cars race over here at this Speedway. Okay. All right, well, let's do that. Let's go to the river. Oh, they did. Put a wall in. Here's Jim. Oh. So how's Jim this morning? Feels the morning, Jim. Let's get up the river here. Do my fancy maneuvers. No, that's right. I don't see her here this morning. Taylor says, hi, Carol. Yeah, the sun's coming out nicely. I can only pray and hope for warmer weather. It was in the low 50s this morning, which was miserable. Here we go, Rick. We're going up the river right alongside it. Jim's mission control. Okay, so do I need to go back down south, Rick? Okay, all right. It says getting ready to pick up Christmas wreaths and grave blankets for the Boy Scouts. Right. Oh. We have one of those in DeLand here, an old person building. It's a wonder they don't put me in there. Any float planes? There is float planes in my hangar. I haven't flown one yet. I should maybe get one out and try it. 25 miles from the Speedway, so. Rat's heading to Daytona International Speedway this morning. Heading out there for the Biketoberfest. Good morning all, says Frank. Good morning, Frank. How are you? How's Michigan? Cold as hell? Good morning, Gord and Jim. Hi, Gord. Next week, we're going to be flying for Gord. We're going up to, I forget the name of the town. I can't remember nothing. Jim Foster got the car washed and vacuumed for you. Tell your son to stop leaving water bottles on the floor. He had to unjam the passenger seat again. Oh no. There's a bridge wreck. Good morning, Frank. Hi, Gord. Good morning, Bree. Okay. Let's get down a little lower to the side. Look. Mm-hmm. Oh. Ah, okay. Yeah. Right, I see it over by the river. Thank you. Right over top of this. So this is where Rick presides. How many years have you lived in Sudbury, Rick? 83, so it's been quite a while. Wow. Here's another bridge coming up. Be safe, Brother William. Okay, that's the one I probably took off on. So now it looks like we're kind of leaving the city limits again. Yeah, let's do that. Let's turn around and fly over. Linda Barker, hey everyone. I'm watching on TV, not chatting, so blankets all. Cool. I do that a lot on the TV. You know, I've got an 80-inch TV, and it's like, it's fun to watch chats or any other stream on TV. You can see so much better. Hey, Linda. Good to see everybody out Saturday morning. I'm praying for the temperature to get up. I don't think it's going to, but in the 40s. We was in the 50s. 58 seemed like it hung at most of the day yesterday. I think at one point it did reach 68, but it didn't stay there very long and it started coming back down. Nice little town. No fright. Mud Times. Yeah, this is a real nice looking little town. About 30,000 people there. Something around that. It's about what DeLand is. It's around 30,000, you know. DeLand's a nice little town. A lot of small towns across. Trailer drivers. Hi, Linda. A bridge going across the river. Down in the valley. Yeah, let's just kind of walk inland just a hair and you can kind of get a lay of the land. You see, so you can tell there's a lot of hills around there. These I probably guess wouldn't call mountain, but they're hills. So they're more rounded. Some of Pennsylvania has some major hills or mountains. Alleghenies. Because when God created ducks, he says, waterproof that chicken and give it a kazoo. There you go. Give it a kazoo. Looks like we're flying over the top of a mountain range or a hill range, whatever we want to call it. I see a town called Rockefeller on the right. Rockefeller Township. Only next week it's going to be in the 40s for the high. That's awful. I can't stand cold weather. A friend of mine defined the cold one time that, you know, heat and that, it gets a little uncomfortable, but cold hurts. It hurts right to the bone. Okay. There you go. There we go. Now we want to go south on that. This is as fast as this bird will go. This is as fast as it'll go. It's doing, what is it, 128 knots. We need to get the jet out. And I have flown the jet. Remember, Carolinas get cold. They do. Even my brother lives by Myrtle Beach, and it gets cold there. I went up one time, and it was over Halloween weekend. It was freaking cold. I couldn't wait to get back to Florida. Jim Foster, Bob, you're... Oh, flaps. I always just forget to change them there. There, maybe that'll pick up the speed a little bit. Thanks, Jim. I just don't think about it. I just take off and fly. All right, let's take a little cruise up to, what do you say? Hey, Rick, how about you get out there with skis on? I'll throw a line out of the plane and pull you up the river and you can go skiing. What do you think? Go wham! Oh no! Golden says the cold weather seems to be approaching the further south I think you're right. It's cold all the way to Titusville this year. I know, it just seems like every year it gets colder and colder and colder. And you know me, I don't bitch much about heat. In fact, I don't bitch at all about heat, but oh, I sure do bitch about the cold. You saw me, fat finger strikes again. When it comes to typing, it's one thing I can't do. I can't spell and I can't type. That's why you don't see me answer a lot of stuff typing, because that's a pain to do that. I'd rather not be on it all, it's type. There's some little place off to the right there. I don't know what that is. Oh, see, okay. Almost worked, okay. Oh no, I took Rick back to work. I think you'd like to have the day off, wouldn't you? Oh, okay. A lot of people got off more than one. You know, so we haven't worked for a few years since we're retired, but I know Brittany got off on Thursday, but she had to work yesterday. Oh, cool. You get those holidays. Sonia says Bob can chat in live streams now. He has speech to I do have that, and even when I answer comments on my channel, I don't do it every day. Every so often I sit down and I can talk and answer them that, and that's the only way I'm going to do it. And I've been answering more and more comments that way, but I don't answer them right away. I at least once a week try to go in there and catch up with all my comments there and talk back to you good people. And Frank says I have fat finger syndrome all the time. I can't type syndrome. Cooking with Rick, Daniel Throng, and snuggled with my baby. Love. I've got like it's not a flannel, Sue bought me a pair of these. I call them like a sweatpant, but they're not exactly sweatpants, but they're very soft. They just make me feel like, I don't know, soft. We passed another Thanksgiving. I've got to say that was probably the most boring Thanksgiving I've ever experienced. You know, it's just like, I think, and we got everything clean, but, and still eating some ham and stuff, but it was just a miserable day. It was cold, nasty, just yucky, and I place a lot of emphasis on weather. Weather changes my attitude. Aha, Rick, we just need more flannel thongs. There you go. Well, I guess this would be flannel, what we got. What do you think, Sue? Is that those pants you got me? Is that flannel? I don't know. We have to de-ice the wings. We might. Yeah, lounge pants. I wonder if there is a program on this that you de-ice the wings. I've been playing a couple things on the Xbox, but I went back to the farm simulator, back to what I know and like. Yeah, Bob needs flannel chaps. There you go. I need some flannel chaps. Become a Eagle Scout is just about the only thing you can put on your resume at the 50 at your age. 40 is still impresses Randy Punch, the last lecturer. I always wondered. So this is Amish coming up here on the right hand side. It kind of looks like you think of, yeah, there's Sue said she got us those flannels. Those are nice. They're soft. And let's go a little lower. We're at 1,600 feet. We're quite a ways up here. Let's see if we can see Amishman out plowing the field. Please don't say Thanksgiving was boring. You were able to spend it with people you love. Still was boring. Sorry to tell you. It was boring as hell. I don't watch football, Rick. You know that. Yeah, take that damn shit off of violence. And no, I don't watch no football. Sue and Brittany watched the parade, which I hate parades. And then they watched the dog show. I love dogs, but I don't know, something, as much as I love dogs, you think I'd really like the dog show? It's, I don't know, what, 2 hours or so long? Yeah, so anything over an hour is too long for anything, you know? No, Phil, I'm just on the phone. Yeah, Rick's on the phone with me because I want him to kind of show the area around and tell about it because he knows about it. This is OBS, and I don't think you can do like, you can't bring someone in like StreamYard does, you know. It's something I hardly ever do. Yeah. There's another area over here. It looks like a circle. Is that another racetrack? You see that kind of draws. That's the only sport that draws my attention. I don't even watch that much anymore. Thanks, Phil. He's a good kid. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like a racetrack. Looks like grandstands. A lot of racetracks around Pennsylvania. 11 and 15 going south there at the highway is. Yeah, I'm old school. I'm more like the Amish. I grew up around the Amish. They lived all around me. Well, and there's a lot of places that are that way. You know, you fly around, you just don't know what's there, but they got a beautiful river. Except he leaves water bottles on the floor and roll around and say, I know, I wouldn't like that. I'm a very neat person. You know, if you get it out, put it away. You know, that's just the way I look at it. No excuses. If you dirty it, wash it. Where I'm at, I'm in Pennsylvania. Rick is just below Rick's place. We're heading down to Susquehanna. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Port Liver. Say it again, Rick. Okay, Liverpool and Port Trevorton. That's where Rick says I'm at, somewhere right around that area. How can we put the plane on fire going down the game today? I don't know how to light it. I can make it go down, but I don't know how to get it on fire. There's another town coming up over here. Well, we're kind of heading towards Harrisburg, which takes you down to the capital. And what time is it? We got a half hour yet to go, so who knows? Maybe we'll get down there within the next half hour. I would think, yes. I would too. Passes Bob's Barbecue Lighter. There you go. We get a lighter, we'll hang it out. Is this why you got a new pan to eat? There you go. I won't stop it down. Is that why you got a new cat pan to be neat? Well, one reason it was cool, but the cat pan reduces the smells of a cat. You know, cat's urine has a very high ammonia and it's got a bad smell. But this thing, you use the clumping litter in it. As soon as it pees or shits or whatever it does, it will soon clump up, and it goes through this process and it drops it down underneath the door into a plastic bag, and that is kind of sealed off. And I honestly haven't smelt nothing of the cat, not a thing. Frank, Bob, fly over where Rick lived. Well, we just did that. We just came up through that way, and I don't know about the exact house, but we're trying to head down to Harrisburg right now. We're trying to make it to the state capital. Morning, everyone. Chara Hart. Hi, Chara Hart. Yeah, this is not part of PA, I know. This is flat. Well, for PA, this is a flatter area. It is, because PA has a lot of hills. There's Susquehanna, I see over to the right. Chara Hart, I don't hear Rick. Well, because Rick's on the telephone talking to me, and I don't have a way to pipe the telephone into StreamYard here. It's not even StreamYard, I'm using OBS. And so he's just telling me something, and I'm relaying the information about this area from there. So yeah, you won't hear Rick, unfortunately. I was gonna get one for my cat. They are expensive. You know, this one's $200. There's Cindy. Hey, Cindy, we missed you. We didn't see you on Monday, and I'm glad to see you in. Another country? No. That's Pennsylvania. Maybe that is. Do they consider that another country, Rick? Yeah, it's kind of like. They say, don't be shy. They got the Amish going there and 9, and they talk some kind of a German. It's a broken German. Dutch, what they call it. Golden says, hit those thumbs up. Yeah, hit them up. You can use them. Every time you enter somebody's chat, live stream, whatever it is, hit thumbs up. Little things help out. That sounds good. We got a beef roast and also a pork roast. We had got from Schwann's, what they call yellow now, and we got one order from it. It was very good, but man, their service, they put all this stuff on sale, but they don't have it. I don't know how many times Stu made an order and out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, but they keep sending emails to order this and order that, but you can't get it. And finally we gave up on Schwann's, and we're going to I'll make my own pulled pork and pulled beef sandwich. There's Liverpool coming up. Are we in England? It says Liverpool. It says, are we in England? Okay, that's. Cindy said she had things to do on Monday, so. Yes. Yeah, but they ran all these sales, which made it very reasonable. I mean, they had like half off sales and was getting pretty reasonable price, and the food was delicious. Howdy all, sir. Oh, I was just reading comment. Yeah, where are the Beatles? Yeah, yeah, yeah. How many of you guys remember when the Beatles first came out? I do. We miss you, Cindy. Yeah, we miss you when you're not on. That's good, Dill. Yeah, Rick said that's... Oh, cool. Yeah, Rick said, it's a different one, Sue. That's not the same Liverpool. Christmas tree today. Oh, yeah, put a tree in your house. I hope a squirrel comes out of it. I remember Chevy Chase and the squirrel came out of this tree. And then the cat caught it on fire.
126.5
I don't care about no Christmas
X-ray
tree.
Golf Sierra.
Linkerville. Linkerville?
Approach Robin Alpha Sierra,
Yeah, I don't care
X-ray
about a
Golf
Christmas
Sierra,
tree. It said Linkerville, L-E-N, Linkerville. Or is it Linkerville? I see Buffalo on down. Okay, so on the left side. I heard the radio came on and making some. I must be getting near another airport.
Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, 1,500 feet.
It usually comes on when you're approaching another airspace. What river is this? That's Susquehanna. I use a canoe on the Allegheny River with my summer camp. Cool. Yeah, this is the Susquehanna, Northwest PA. That's actually Central PA here, but where you was at was Northwest. I don't care about tree either, but I do it for the daughter. I know, that's, I couldn't care less about putting up Christmas decorations, and for many, many years I couldn't care less about that. I try to do my best, center my Christmas around Jesus Christ our Savior and not put all the other garbage in with it. That's a pretty river. Look how calm it is. Just like, it looks like glass on top. Yeah, it's Susquehanna River, Sue. Okay, I remember there was a Susquehanna River, Indians. Got a video coming up, I believe it's next week, of horse ranch. Out here, I rode the e-bike out to it, and it's cool. I got to see some horses and stop and talk to the horses. I talk to animals. How's your sister doing? Bree, laugh out loud. Aha, Bree, we have to get our Santa hats out. Yeah, I don't even do the Santa thing. It's like another runway down below us again. I see it looks like Halifax here coming up. Okay, now we have Halifax here. All right, we might make it. We might make it. Oh yeah, I can't wait, said Carol. At Metro Diner across from the Speedway for breakfast. Oh, I know where that's at. I know where that's at. If any pine trees close by self-harvest, for a 6-foot tree in New York is probably $100, then they can have it. It is. Yeah, that's like Rick said, it's crazy trees. Artificial ones even cost a fortune, you know? The lights and stuff are really festive, yeah? As long as they're colored and not white lights. I never got into white lights. You know, that's funny. I remember we didn't have hardly any money growing up as a family. And come Christmas time, Mom and Dad say, well, if you guys can find a tree for $1, we'll get a tree. Well, believe it or not, we just about every year would find a tree for $1. And one year, of course, we lived out on the farm. Me and my brother went hiking across the field with snow on the ground and that, and found this big, tall pine tree. And well, we cut off what we thought would be about right. And we started dragging that tree across the field on the way home. We got looking at it and going, that's way too tall. So we cut more of it off on the way back until we got home. I think at least 2 times we cut more off, deciding that was. And then when we got in the house, it's still too big. But we used to get trees that way. We'd go out and do them ourselves and find them out in the fields. No, that's a good thing. 2 states over from Florida, high 56. Carol, I like my lights blinking too. It's alright to blink as long as they're colorful. This white stuff, it's like a silver car. Who in the hell would ever buy a silver car? How many of you got a silver car that just offended? You can buy whatever color you want. Oh yeah, the great big fat bulbs. And they had those little lights that look like a candle. And they bubble. Oh, those kind of anniversaries are hard to find, especially, and it's still so soon for after passing. I'm hoping to pass one of these days real soon. Oh, God, I hope not, Rick. I'll be so old I probably won't be doing chats. I'm getting old every day. Old age ain't working well with me. I've gotten worse and worse by the month. Oh, so that's right. I did notice. I have a silver truck. Bought it for the deal. And usually that's how you end up. I had a silver car once. I hated that car. I bought it for the deal, not the color. When Sue first got with me, she had a silver Honda, you know, and it wasn't a good-looking car. It was silver, you know. But it was a bad car. The motor was bad in it, so we had to trade it in. Phil says, might be time to plant a few seedlings. Yeah, you could plant seeds. Here's Duncan. Let's see if I can look closer. I can read that. Duncan, and there you go. You knew exactly what it was, Rick. It's a nice ride down the river. It's a nice ride down the river here. Just flat, open. Yeah, same as my Honda. It was silver and the one that was there. Yeah, I bought it because that's what it was. I bought a 74 Mustang that was brand new, piece of junk. It was silver. Thing broke all the time. Ford would not fix it. After I got 12,000 miles on it, I kept on braking. The transmission to go out. And at 12,000 miles, it sat in the driveway until it was paid for, and it was junked with 12,000 miles on it. And basically, I like Fords, but that one was a piece of junk. Trailman West. Trailman West? Cindy, tomorrow I'm a year younger. Cool, happy birthday. Or is that someone else saying they're a year younger? Or is it Cindy? Whose birthday is it? It's Cindy's birthday. Happy birthday, Cindy. Happy birthday, Cindy. Once I get in the air, I said it's not as hard to read chats once I'm in the air because it'll self-level and let it off for a while. So you're saying I was flying down where, Rick? Okay. That'd be on the north side, right? Yeah, Cindy says it's mine. East-west side. Yeah, I see it up there. I read DJ Jim has a silver Palomino too, or it's a Impala. Yeah, look at you guys do the silver. Happy birthday, Cindy. I gotta wear like yellow. I think a yellow car would be cool, but you know, Sue has a car. I don't own the car. Sue has a car. I don't care if I have a car really. She has a Equinox, what is a Chevy, I think. It looks like an SUV. No, she brought it down. She had it with her up in Ohio. And that's what she does, works on cars. She works at an auction. There's a car auction over here at Sanford, been there forever. And she works there, and she cleans cars and details cars. And she was even working at the auction, she said, this week. Thanks for the birthday wishes. You're welcome. I love having holiday birthday once in a while. It lands on Thanksgiving Day. Another little town coming up here on the right is that Marysville? Yeah, Marysville. I know Marysville in Ohio. Down to Harrisburg. Yeah, Marysville in Ohio is where they make Hondas. Honda, I don't know if they make this motorcycles or cars, but I used to have a Honda Goldwing. I had a brand new one in '83. It was the Interstate. And I rode down there once, and I got up the gate, and I said, hey, do they make these here? And he goes, sure do. And I go, any chance I can come in and see the tour? And he goes, no, we don't let nobody in. Well, that sucks. Yeah. Yellow taxi cabs. To be honest, if you've ever saw a picture of my race car, the frame on that was a checkered cab, is where the frame for my race car came from. I pulled it out of a checkered cab. So I used to race a taxi cab. Got a river coming up here. It's Harrisburg, I think, Rick. Yeah. Oh, will it? Okay. I think I see way off, but sometimes those markers, you can see them from a long distance. Phil says shaft drive Honda Goldwing. Yeah, that's what this was. It was an '83 shaft drive. It was a beautiful bike. I had every piece of chrome you could imagine on it. I bought it brand new. It was black. It had silver stripes. I wish it would have had gold stripes, but it had silver. So I had a sign shop letter it and make real pretty cool stuff on it. Rick, I once owned a yellow checkered love doll. And why not? Y'all need a little love, even dolls. Laugh out loud, Rick. Dolls need loving too. These horses, when I was out, the Spring Garden Ranch is where I went. I rode the e-bike, my Wild Way e-bike out there, and I stopped. I watched the ponies go around, talked to a few guys, and they had a couple beautiful horses by the fence, and I stopped and talked to the horses. They're just like a dog. They're so cool. But that'll be up next Friday, my ranch. And shame it was cloudy, and so the video is a little bit dingy because it was a cloudy day, It says almost as comfortable as your lazy boy. I know, I like my lazy boy, It's like, I can't go out here in the deck except for just a minute or two because I need my lazy boy. I'm just not into patio furniture. Carol, what are you cooking, Bob? What are you cooking, Bob? I'm not cooking nothing right now. I'm not really planning on cooking nothing today. No, I wish it would have because it was heavy. It was like 850 pounds. I wish it would have had that feature. Horses, can't wait. I love horses, they're cool. Cindy Hogan, Indian brand motorcycle shown in the Daytona doesn't. Yeah, Indian are great bikes. I love Indians. That would be my first choice, would be an Indian over even a Harley, Lorna says, Sue, your sister will be glad for your visit. I was. I love that doll, won't laugh out loud. I think it is. I saw a sign that said Harrisburg. So somewhere around here should be the capital. Okay. Let's do that. See if we can find the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. Who's the governor of Pennsylvania? Oh, I do too. I mean, we have a governor, but he's an idiot. What's that again, Luck? Oh, Shapiro, Mark Shapiro. Okay. I forget this guy over here. He's an idiot. Josh Shapiro. Okay. Josh Shapiro. Jewish governor. We have an idiot for governor. We have a good sheriff, though. Our local sheriff, he's a good sheriff. You know, no, there's a stupid football stadium. No, that's a parking lot. They look the same. I'll go down a little lower. Does it have a dome? I see it. I see it, Rick. I see the dome. Let's see if we can get a little low. We're going to do a flyby to the capital of Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're in Harrisburg. We'll go fly by that again. Let's do another flyby. Nice bridge. Looks like the bridge in St. Augustine. Bridge of the Lions. Okay, here's the museum. There we go. Look at the dome. We're right over top of the Capitol. Oh, cool. Nope. Oh, really? That would be cool. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 I'm gonna crash. Ah, right into the... I was trying to get a Logan. I crashed, guys. Now what am I gonna do? The dog has crashed. I got too low and I put it in a spin. I can't even find my plane. All right, call out the emergency services. The dog has crashed. Oh my gosh. When you know it, Rick, we'd crash. What we can do, if he wasn't here on the start, let's hit this and we'll put ourselves back on the runway where we took off from up at Sunbury. As we got, what do we got? We got about 6 minutes, 7 minutes left, you know. So let's go ahead. There it is. This is, as you look over the Sunbury airport. Rick said this is out on the island. There it is. All right, set. This is the plane we took. Yeah, I hope you took flight insurance. Usually because I try to do something crazy towards the end, and a lot of times I don't succeed. So here we go. Let's just take off again. Yeah. He always seems like he misses the crashes. He's the one that likes him so much, but he misses it. New Jersey governor is the worst governor in this state had in a while. Yeah. You know, I'm not a big Bush fan, but when we had Jeb Bush as our president, or as our governor, he was a lot better than what we got now. But I'm not a Bush fan, but he did pretty good. Politics. I hate politics. I don't like any of them. Every one of them are crooks. Everyone. Yes, sir. You got that, Rick. Politicians. And look, I'm going to stall again. I can't drive. I can't fly. And did you guys get that second policy on insurance just in case we crash? I get not paying attention to what happened, and I'm not paying attention to the thing. I looked over at the chat, especially on takeoff. You gotta watch what you're doing on takeoff. Well, let's try this one more time. Let's see if we can get this one more time, and I'll do it. Oh, I'm eating leftover turkey. We had ham. All right, let go of the parking brake, and let's see what we can do. 9:53, so we've got a couple more minutes to finish up. Yeah, yummy, Cindy. Last year, I could do that, you know. So we're actually doing a kind of northwest or southwest takeoff. All right, let's just ease up easy instead of putting it in the stall. There it says Sunbury. I hear your cuckoo clock. How awesome. That sounds like me in the mornings. Bob, you can't drive trucks or planes. Well, you know, to be honest, when I crash, it's because I'm screwing around. You put it in a stall and then it spins out. If you notice, it always goes to the left. And every time you crash your plane, they spin to the left. All right, Rick, are we back over Sudbury right now? Is this a town? Yeah. There I go again. Look, I'm crashing again. Oh no, I crashed right into Rick's house. I'm having a bad time. It seems like this plane. Let's follow these cars. What the hell? We'll go down the road. We always like to leave this chat with a little something exciting going on. Let's see if we can get it off in the air. There we go, I'm up. But I can't get no airspeed. I think my plane's defective. I think my plane's It must be. I tried this before like that, and I could get it up so far when I take off, and then it crashes. The Rick wrote, Cindy, I have roast beef in a slow cooker. That's gonna be good. I'll be eating open face sandwiches after the chat. Awesome. Cook it till you get it. You just take a fork and peel it apart, Rick. There you go. You can actually I take some mashed potatoes and put that beef and gravy over the mashed potatoes. Reset flaps, gives it more lift. See, that's probably right. You know, I mean, I'm just flying for screwing around, and that's why I don't do the right stuff. So how long did you cook your roast beef, Rick? Oh, wow, yeah. So that should be nice and tender. William Brody, I'm back. Hey, William. Yeah, you gotta cook it till it just falls apart, you know. And that was just a cooker. That wasn't a crock pot or a Instant Pot or nothing, was it? So just a slow cooker. We used to do that a lot. Cindy, sounds good, Rick. I have to resist going out for the famous cheesesteak sandwich and eat at home. Yeah, I prefer to eat at home. Every time we order something out and get it, you know, it's like, I can really make it better. I know Rick could. It's like, yeah, we do. Oh no. Oh, how awesome. Bill says de Havilland Beaver and is in the 40th edition. Bob, wink, wink. Cessna Caravan should be too. I'll have to look those up. I have so many planes I haven't tried really. Bob, just throw the fishing line out in the window and do some. I thought about that. We could troll. Because I'm not going to get it off the ground here. If I had a float plane, I could probably get enough speed to get lift, but I'm not. Jim, do you use to fly planes? I flew model airplanes most of my life, and I've flown a few real planes that, although I don't have a license, someone let me use their plane. They were with me. They go, you fly. And I go, all right, cool. It's not hard to fly. Aerodynamics. I'm loving the river view now. It's kind of cool. We're just running up the river, you know. It's lucky when you can have a wreck and keep face up and actually just ride around. Yeah, you run out of gas or run out of time, one or the other. Hi, Cindy, said William Brody. William gave me a call on Thanksgiving Day. Thanks for the call, William. Appreciated that. Always good to hear from your friends. Yeah, he's a good guy. He is. Honey says, RVDJ says, yes, Gordon, it's the plane wash, not the vacuum, though. Yeah, that's it. And we're going to be doing Gord's Run next week. That's going to be up in, like, what, Nova Scotia? I've got it mapped out, and I actually flew it once, you know. This week was Rick, so... Jim, I find a friend who studied for my pilot's license. I could do all the flying, but couldn't master navigation. Navigation's not easy, Jim. Did you end up in a cornfield? You don't want to do that in an airplane. I always wanted to get a pilot's license, but then I'd want a plane, and I can't afford a plane. Hey, we're coming up on the 0 hour. We've done just about our hour. I love these flights. I'm glad you do. You know, I put this stuff up to try to entertain you guys for a little bit on Saturday morning. And I mean, you got cornfield laugh out loud. Well, I landed that plane in a cornfield. Well, guys, we're going to be back again here on Monday, and we got Sunday's day of rest. Praise the Lord. If you don't know Jesus, don't have Jesus in your heart, you know, search him out. It'll be the best thing you ever do. Accept him as your Savior, and you'll not only be glad you did it for this life, but for the eternity, forever and ever and ever. So that's the way it's going to be. And this season coming in right now, Christmas season, it's not about Santa Claus, and it's not about gifts and lights and all that crap. It's about Jesus Christ. Our Savior was born on Christmas. And don't forget that. It's not Xmas, it's Christmas. Don't take Christ out of it. Guys, we're going to get out of here. Rick, thanks for coming on the phone. We'll hang up here in a minute. I'll talk to you after we shut off here a second. Yeah, so Rick said he'll see us on Monday and look forward to seeing that. And he said bye. So, guys, I'm going to figure out how do I get out of here. We're going to go over here and shut her down. So, guys, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Without you guys, there wouldn't be no chat. Love you all. Share it with your friends. We'll see you Monday. See if I can get this to stop. Talk to you later, Rick.